Keita, what's going on? What's going on, fam? Matter of fact, let me. Uh, damn, damn. Wait, come, come in the video chat, okay? You good? Yo, Keita, get in the video chat.
Hello.
Keita, what's up?
What's up?
Yes, yes. Now I can hear you.
Okay. What's up?
I just wanna, I just wanna get, get this thing beginning. You know what I'm saying? And as and Keita, I would like for you to be my co-host.
Okay. Okay.
And I want you to be my co-host forever.
What did the co-host do?
A co-host, um, a, a co-host is it is like a host, but you know, but if the host is not hosting it, then it's up to the co-host to host it. Like to host shows for the host.
Okay. That sounds like fun. Okay.
But yeah, what's going on, everybody? This your host, Block of Time Reviews, and this is your co-host, Keita the Keys.
So what's up?
All right. We here to talk about how we were first introduced into listening to music. You know what I'm saying? So my co-host will go first.
Really?
Yeah, because you're the lady.
Okay. 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 Word. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, what you want to talk? What are we?
Okay, it's buffering right now. All right, so you guys give her a moment. Oh, damn. Excuse me.
Hello?
Yeah, Kia, what just happened?
My bad. I told you I was coming right back. I'm back.
All right, so you go first, okay?
Okay. So, what are we reviewing?
No, this is the introduction video on how we were first introduced to hip hop. First of all,
Okay. Well, I was introduced to hip hop when I was younger. I got introduced to like all my sisters and stuff. That's how I was first introduced to hip hop. I got introduced
okay,
to fam and stuff. That's how I
okay,
first got introduced to hip hop. And after that, I started listening to artists and stuff and music. And I started taking a love for it and a love for different types of artists and different types of music. Ended up really liking it. So
okay,
I loved hip hop back in the 90s, though, early 2000s, but I'm not really into hip hop today. I'm not really into artists that are out today.
okay, okay.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That's good. Now, who are your top 10 artists from the 90s?
Oh,
Or it could be early 2000s too.
top 10 hip hop artists from the 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Uh, see. Biggie,
Okay.
Tupac,
Okay.
of course Jay-Z,
Okay.
Snoop Dogg,
Mm. That's some big names.
got Wayne,
Mm. Okay.
got Big Pun,
Mm.
Mystical,
Mm.
Fat Joe,
Okay.
Missy, Little
Mm.
Kim,
Ooh.
maybe Foxy, yeah.
Oh. Ooh. She got her 11 artists.
Yeah, I got 11.
E- Uh. Mm.
And
She
what
went
about
on and passed 10.
so what about my host? What got him into hip hop?
Okay. First, I was introduced to hip hop. Since Jay Z. Well, since Can't Not the Hustle, which is by Jay Z, came on, but I haven't really gotten a chance to listen to that song like that. So I was like I would skip Reasonable Doubt and to listen to like songs like The City Is Mine, which is featuring Blackstreet on My Lifetime Volume One, and then Money Cash Hold, Nigga What Nigga Who, all of that. I mean, I didn't get to really listen to the whole Jay Z albums up until I got older. Um, but also too, I was introduced to DMX as well. Ever since Rough Riders Anthem and then Get At Me Dog, that's what changed the like the hip hop game. Because remember at that time P Diddy was wearing like shiny suit shit. But when DMX came out with Get At Me Dog, basically there was no more shiny suit shit. Um, Busta Rhymes. Listen, I am biased when it comes to Busta Rhymes. Now, now, now. First of all, I was introduced to Busta Rhymes when he put out "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See" as a single. Then after that, I got second time introduced to him when he put out "Give Me Some Mo" and "What's It Gonna Be," and also too "How Shit Make You Bounce" at the end of the "What's It Gonna Be" video. Um,
Hmm.
and then uh, Breaking Neck is my all time favorite Busta Rhymes songs. You know, but people tell me that I was a huge Bad Boy Records fan. So I mean, what I mean, and even with these artists today, I don't even know what the hell they saying half the time. Like see us the older generation, we we usually would sit and listen to the bars, and that's what artists today don't have. Like them deep bars.
That's my problem with hip hop today. I don't know about the bars, and I don't know what the hell half these artists are coming out with today.
Not only that, and some of the samples, some of the samples are garbage.
Yeah, they are.
Don't listen. Don't get me wrong. The samples in the '90s were super heavy.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Biggie sampling "Juicy." That was one of my favorite samples.
yeah. By Ricky James. I call the group Ricky James.
Yes, we all know the name of that group.
which is Juicy Fruits.
Yes, we all know the name of that group. Rest in peace to one of the artists. Mhm.
What about Big Papa?
Yeah, I like Big Papa.
Well, that's a sample too from the Isley Brothers
I like
Between the Sheets.
Mhm. That is the number one classic.
Moment Problems was sampled too from Diana Ross's I'm Coming Out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so basically the 90s samples heavily from the 70s and the 80s sound.
Even some of the samples nowadays are not bad. Like when Kanye West sampled Shaka Khan, that was good.
Yeah, them soul samples from the early 2000s on Jay-Z's Blueprint One album.
Yeah, he did. Jay Z's done some great samples as well. So some of these
Um,
early samples are not bad at all.
yeah, yeah, but the samples today are garbage,
Hmm.
garbage. Yo, aren't you gonna ask me about my top 10 artists?
And that's exactly what I'm about to get into. Who are your top 10 hip hop artists?
Okay, Busta Rhymes. I gotta put Busta Rhymes in there.
Of course, I know you're going to put Jay Z.
Ja Rule. Yo, what is going on? Oh shit. Yeah, I was trying to say Busta Rhymes, um, Ja Rule, Jay Z. Who else? Oh, um, I will put Fabulous in there because Fabulous was out in the early 2000s.
I know you're going to
Um,
put DMX. You have to put the dog.
of course, DMX, my dog's bite, Jigga, my nigga, rhyme all night. Woo! Um, I gotta put Future in there because Future Future is not garbage like those rappers today. Future Future got some good ass bars.
What is Future, where was Future fall at? Was Future fall in the early 2000s?
Number 6, I'm a I'm gonna put Tupac in there too. I'm gonna put Tupac in there. Um, what else can I put in there? I'm gonna put uh no I'm gonna I think I'm gonna put Mano in there. Mano. I'm gonna put Young Jeezy in there. Young Jeezy. And I'm gonna put T.I. So those are my top 10 artists. Kita?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, so those are my top 10 artists. What is it? Yo, I'm still here.
Yeah. I haven't heard from Maine in a while.
You remember the song High Hater?
Yeah, I remember how I hate that. But I just haven't heard Mano's music in a long time.
One of my favorite songs from Mano.
I have not heard Thing in a while.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna put Bow Wow in my top 10.
Okay, Bow could go. Bow could fit. Bow used to be the shit.
That's that's why Soldier Boy tell him got fucking murdered by Bow Wow.
No, because Soldier Boy is to me. Soldier Boy was always trash.
No, no, I don't think Soldier Boy is trash, but Soldier Boy didn't have enough hits to like to keep up with Bow Wow. That's what I'm trying to say.
I was never a Soldier Boy fan. That Watch Me You was not interesting to me. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't like Soldier Boy.
I don't like. I'm sorry. I was never a Soldier Boy fan.
No, no, I don't. No, no, I don't like him though. It's just he couldn't keep up with Bow Wow when they did the verses.
Well, that's true. That is true. But I was just never a Soldier Boy fan.
Yeah. So so we did our introduction and our top 10 artists, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into the top 10 albums of all time.
Top 10 albums of all time. That's a
Yeah.
hard one. That's gonna be a hard one. Well, that I would leave to my host because you're more better at stuff like that than me.
Well, my top 10 albums of all time is Hard Knock Life Volume 2, which is Jay-Z. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, which is DMX. Um, The Coming, which is Busta Rhymes. Extinction Level Event, The Final War Front, which is another Busta Rhymes. When Disaster Strikes, which is another Busta Rhymes. Genesis, which is another Busta Rhymes. The Last Temptation, which is Ja Rule. Pain is Love, which is another Ja Rule. Graduation, which is Kanye West. And Life After Death, which is Biggie Smalls. So those
Okay.
so those are my top 10 albums of all time.
Okay. So why do you choose those as your top 10 albums of all time?
Hmm?
I said, why do you choose those as your top 10 albums of all time?
Well, the reason why I've chosen Hard Knock Life Volume 2, which is Jay-Z, is because Jay-Z had the best lyrics in that album. He had the best productions in that album. He had the best features in that album.
Mm-hmm.
And and him with the BMW car was the best album cover that I've ever seen in my life. And and also that album had a perfect 14 track length of the album.
Okay.
Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood too. It had a good 16 super great tracks. I love the production on that album. and I just love DMX's uh like Dog Energy and all that shit. Especially when Earth Gotti ironically produced 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 one record for the album, which is where DMX comes at Ja Rule, dissing Ja Rule. So so and that's crazy too because my favorite song from that album is "We Don't Give a Fuck." Yeah. So I would put "Flush in My Flush, Blood in My Blood" next to "Hard Knock Life" Volume 2. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, and "The Coming," Busta Rhymes. I I well, I do love the album. I love the album. Um, it has 13 good tracks on there. Um, Busta Rhymes did his thing with the Coming album. You know, and my favorite song I got I got a couple, but my favorite song of all time on that album is Wuha Got You All in Check
Mhm.
and Ill Vibe. And I love that production on there. And the same thing for When Disaster Strikes, but I'm gonna get into that in a moment. And not only that, The Coming is Busta Rhymes' first album of all time, and it's also his first album to rap about, like what's gonna happen, when the world ends, in the year of 2000 and all that shit. Extinction. Okay, so also like on the extinction level event, the Final War
Mhm.
Front, which was Busta Rhymes' third album. And Busta Rhymes' last album to rap about what's gonna happen in the year of 2000.
Okay.
That's right. That was Busta Rhymes' last album to talk about the end of the world. Because when Busta Rhymes dropped NRG, he was not he wasn't talking about the end of the world anymore. See, people get confused. People get confused.
See, that's the thing. I don't remember hearing Busta Rhymes albums like that, and that's something I really got to sit down and listen to. That's actually something I got to sit down myself and listen to. I think
Huh?
I know the first one, but some of his albums I never really listened to.
See, I have this friend, and we were talking about this too. We were talking about this, and he said that NRG was his last album to talk about the end of the world. Like, no, no, and I was like, no, 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 it's not. The last
Mhm.
album he rapped about the end of the world was Extinction Level Event, the Final War Front. NRG on the NRG album, Busta Rhymes was on another level. So
Okay.
basically, Busta Rhymes didn't have time to talk, like, to continue rapping about the end of the world, because remind you, the 2000s was already here.
Well,
So
I
he
don't
had,
listen to the
so,
album.
so he ain't had no more time to talk, like, to rap about the end of the world shit.
Well, I don't listen to the album.
Um,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
When Disaster Strikes. I love When Disaster Strikes album, but I'm not really a fan of Put Your Hands in My Eyes to See. It is a solid track, however. It is a solid track, but I'm just not a fan of it
Wait, how come?
because it's more like a R&B it's more like a R&B sound to it. And before that, P Diddy sat Busta Rhymes down in the studio and told Busta Rhymes like you gotta calm down on these records. Ladies don't want to go with the wow 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 sound with you all day. And I feel like P Diddy was wrong for that.
Okay.
P Diddy was wrong for that.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta listen to more Busta records. I was never really a Busta Rhymes fan like that.
Um,
Never a Busta fan like that.
but my favorite songs from When Disaster Strikes are "Turn It Up" and "Dangerous." And this
Okay.
was this was Rod Digger's first Busta Rhymes album to be featured. I love the flow in there. Well, although we can take it outside record, she was talking about it on the interview. And my favorite part of the song where she says, "I've been burning MCs like Betty's grandson." Woo! That is an ill line. Woo! So yeah, and then we're gonna get into Genesis. Genesis is my favorite Busta Rhymes album. I don't care what nobody say. Um, my 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 all time favorite song from Genesis is "Breaking Neck." Definitely, definitely, definitely a super duper classic song, super duper classic video and all that shit. And that song was produced by Dr. Dre. Yeah,
Mhm.
and a lot of cameos in that video. It was P Diddy, Ludacris, um, Yang Yang Twins, Dr. Dre himself. Um, I mean, it was just a lot of artists who showed their face to the video set. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
Also, I like Pastor Cabarcier Part One, no Part Two,
Yeah, I do too.
and I like the video. I like the video, and that video was super duper funny when Monique was talking a lot of shit, and that's why she got her foot stomped by Busta Rhymes.
That's my shit.
Yeah, I'm like Monique. That's what you get for talking shit. And but yet P Diddy was instigating too. So I feel like P Diddy should have got his foot stomped too, for instigating. Yeah, for instigating like a little bitch. And Spliff Star looking dumb too. Yeah. Um and The Last Temptation, my favorite songs from that album are Thug Lovin', Mesmerize, and the Pledge remix, which is a Tupac's voice sample. We ain't fearing no man but God. And that's why Suge Knight gave Earth Daddy and Ja Rule the sample for free. But when it came to Ashanti, that wanted to sample something, uh, she had to pay for it,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it wasn't fair. It wasn't fair that Ashanti had to pay for samples and Ja Rule could just get it for free. No, that's not fair. No. And matter of fact, matter of fact, Keita, we should bring this back up, and like when we go for our later videos. All right,
All right.
yeah, we should bring this back up
Definitely.
because Ja Rule got the samples for free, and Ashanti had to pay for it. Like for example, "Rock with You, Oh Baby." That that samples Michael Jackson's "I Wanna Rock with You All Night."
Isn't it Michael's?
Yeah, that was Michael Jackson. Yeah, that was Michael Jackson.
Mm.
Um, and "Pain Is Love." My favorite songs from there are "Living It Up," "Always on Time," "Down Ass Bitch," and "I'm Real Murder" remix. "Pain Is Love," the title track. Um, "Down and for Murder," the Ink. I love all those songs from "Pain Is Love." You know what I'm saying? No argument with that one. Um, oh, Graduation. Graduation is a classic album by Kanye West.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
But my favorite song of all time from that album is "Can't Tell Me Nothing."
Yes, that's a classic.
I was hyped over that song when they overplayed that shit when I was 10 years old.
Yeah, they did overplay that. The whole album just got overplayed a little bit too much.
No, I'm talking about the song "Can't Tell Me Nothing." Got
I know, but
overplayed.
I'm saying in general, the whole album was overplayed too much. Like Graduation was overplayed in general too much.
And then Life After Death. I love that double album. I got that double album, and it was better. It was super duper better than Ready to Die.
Mhm.
because because when Biggie Smalls released Ready to Die, he was barely like he wasn't really talking about nothing. So when he dropped Life After Death, and then I heard the whole album, he finally was talking about something that he should have that he should have rapped about on Ready to Die.
Mhm.
And my favorite songs on there are "More Money, More Problems," "Kicked in the Door, Waving the Full Floor." I also like the skit too when D Dot was getting angry and cursing and all that shit. Um and that Martin Lawrence deeper voice sounded like Mr. Otis. Um "Sky's the Limit," which features 112. "You're Nobody Until Somebody Kills You." I like that song. And Hypnotized. Oh, and going back to Cali and Miss You. So yeah, so I like the songs from Life After Death.
Yeah, Life After Death was a good album.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said before, like life after death is better than Ready to Die. So it's my co-host's turn to like to give her top 10 albums of all time.
Well, right now your co-host can't even think of her top 10.
There
Cause
are so many albums out there.
huh?
There are so many albums out there.
Yes, your co-host doesn't really have a top 10 favorite hip hop album right now. Cause your co-host doesn't really do albums. She has more like songs in general she likes. I don't really have like albums like you do. That's why I let you go first. I have to really sit down and listen to hip hop albums again. I'm more the type that like listens to songs and stuff. Um, yeah, I don't really do albums. I mostly do songs, and I don't even really have like top 10 songs from artists out there. Uh, that I'd have to think about. Let's see. Yeah, that I'd have to think about too. I just listen to certain artists and I definitely like their music. That's how I do it. You're better at that than me, definitely. You're 100% better at that than me. And certain artists, I haven't even heard all their albums. But now I'm curious to really sit down and listen to some of their music. Some of their albums sound like it'll be really good. Like, I know you were telling me the other day about some of Busta's albums and about some of Jay-Z's albums. And it's kind of curious. I'm kind of curious now. Kind of curious to sit down and listen to some of his music. And I'm kind of curious to listen to some of Busta's albums. They sound like they'd be really good.
They
But
are
like,
good.
yeah, I'm curious to go out there and listen to him because some of Busta, I know him by songs like I've heard, and songs I've heard in general. I know. Let me see. As far as hip hop artists, I'm trying to think whose albums I've really had. Let's see. Some albums I know I've had, and I know you probably think they're like trash. Like I told you I had 50 Cent's album, and I know you didn't like it. I've had it. It wasn't even that great. It was alright. Let's see. Eminem, of course, I'm a huge Eminem fan. So I've definitely had his album before. Let's see. Um, Lil Wayne, The Carter. I love that album. And I'm trying to think which Carter that was that came out in '08 that I was really a huge fan of.
That was the Carter 3.
That was the Carter 3. Yep. It's one of my
The the the
favorite
the the
albums.
the the lollipop. A lollipop. I was in the club.
Yes, that is one of my favorite albums out there. I definitely love the Carter 3. Um, like I said, it depends on who the artist is. It's more so I'm more into the music more than the album. That's how I am. It's not to say one artist I would sit there and be like, well, I like this album because, or I like that album because. I would say it's more the music to me. Not really an album person like that. Like I said, you got me curious now to really go out there now and listen to some of these artists. Like I said, it's definitely better than what I'm hearing today. Because some I know today I would not go out there and I would not be listening to these artists today. I know some of the albums to me is not worth going out there and buying or downloading. I said maybe one or two. Maybe one or two. One or two might be interesting. Like Tiana Taylor, she might be interesting. Maybe. And that's a huge maybe. Trying to think if there's anybody else out there that Nicki Minaj got a maybe. And that's a huge question mark.
Yeah, question mark on Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj got a very big question mark. Cardi B too. She got a very, 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 very
Wait,
big
wait,
question
wait,
mark.
wait, wait. Hold up. I like Cardi B.
I put a question mark. I didn't say I didn't like her. I said I put a question mark.
No, no. My favorite song from Cardi B is Bodak Yellow.
And that's why I put a question mark. Because you ask anybody and they're going to tell you their favorite Cardi B song is Bodak Yellow. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, who's on here? Kita. Wait, what? Oh, what's that?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, my bad.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. What? Oh yeah. What? What you were saying before?
No, I was saying you were saying you're a Cardi B fan.
No, I'm not really a Cardi B fan. I just like Bodak Yellow.
Yes, everybody likes Bodak Yellow.
And look, and for you, Keita Keys, yes, question mark on Cardi B too.
That is a very big question mark. I'm going to leave that as a question mark. That is a question mark, dude. That is a question mark. That is a question mark. So, is there any other albums or rap artists out there that you're a fan
Dr. Dre's 2001 album.
of? Okay. So, why are you a fan of what? Well, why are you a fan of Dr. Dre's 2001 album?
My uncle used to play that album every day on the Sega Dreamcast. Um he played songs like he used to play songs like Still J, which was written by Jay-Z. We gotta talk about that background story one day when we do a Dr. Dre album review. Like Dr. Dre's week, Dr. Dre's marathon.
Okay.
Um, also used to play Explosive, which was the original song title. No, which the original song title for that was supposed to be The Way I Be Pippin',
Okay, I never knew that.
and which was featured Exhibit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Exhibit's music too.
Um, Also too that song was supposed to have Dr. Dre vocals in there too.
Okay.
So I gotta give you the background story for that.
Okay. Okay.
And Erica Badu used the same sample from Dr. Dre, Explosive, and Dr. Dre used that same sample from Isaac Hayes song from 1972.
He did?
Yeah, both of them used the same samples. And Jay-Z did too on This Can't Be Life.
Oh, again, I never knew that. Thank you for that. Thank you. I never knew that.
You're welcome. He also
Okay.
My uncle used to also play songs like uh Forgot About Dre, which features Eminem. Um and Smoke Weed Every Day, which is also which better known as The Next Episode, which features Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Yo, and Snoop Dogg was a heavy feature on Dr. Dre's album 2001.
Okay.
He was heavy on that shit.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Hey yo, this was just an introduction video. You know, me and Keita to the Keys, did, but we have a Jay-Z marathon coming up. All right, so stay tuned for that.